Hey gang, this is Vicky Kelly with Golden Rule Trades. I wanted to talk to you a little deeper dive into chopsolidation. That's the word I just like to say because it blends a couple things. The choppiness, price action that we sometimes get in the low volume markets, and consolidation, when price pauses before the next breakdown. It's going to either trend or consolidate, and when it consolidates, that's when we get a lot of price stagnation. It moves in a tight range, there's no clear direction. Key signs that you're in it is price is oscillating sideways, or maybe sideways to up, sideways to down within this range. Frequent false breakouts, and we think that it's going to break out, and yet it doesn't. Low directional momentum with overlapping candles, and that is a huge sign, overlapping candles. Let's talk about a few of the familiar patterns. Now, this is familiar patterns that we talk about with the morning method, because we're used to seeing these a lot, and as a result, we're learning how to trade them consistently. And the first one is just kind of fun. It's one that I made up this week because I found a pattern that I thought this helped to describe, the Godzilla pattern. And I even had a little help from AI to give you an idea of why we called it the Godzilla pattern. As you can see, we had a monster move up, get it, monster, haha. And we had this coming all the way up, climbing. It was awesome to be a part of this, only to ring the bell right up here and just head right on down. Only it didn't head down with the same precision that it moved up. It moved in this choppy, overlapping pattern. So did it move down? Yes. Did we have all of our signs that it was going to go short? Yes. But it was still very difficult to trade because these candles were much bigger than some of these, and they were a lot in your face. You thought, oh, we're ready to go down. Nope, here it comes back to smack you one more time. And so that kind of reminded us of Godzilla. I think maybe last week I called it the hangover pattern because we've been seeing it a lot, where it's just that kind of dumping on everything. And then we have the box of pain. We see this all the time, especially pre-market, where everything is just sort of in a holding pattern. And you wonder why you don't feel like you're making any progress. It's because you're not. This was 45 minutes, and here it started, and here, and 45 minutes later, you were in the exact same place. You'd gone a little bit, but nothing. You didn't make any progress here. It took an hour before this thing broke out. To finally, now it tried to do it and then was snapped back in more than once, but finally after an hour it broke out of that box of pain, and it is painful to sit there for an hour waiting for that to happen. Then we have channels and wedges. Channels and wedges are just basically your everyday sideways to up movement. Again, lots of wick, lots of overlapping candles, and they just sort of, yeah, it's moving up, but it just really isn't, it's kind of sideways up. It's very difficult to trade with all those wicks, and you're just so sure you're going to get chopped to pieces with it. And then we have the megaphone. The megaphone is something that we see a lot, and especially as we head into summer, we'll probably see a lot more of it. This is where you have higher highs and lower lows. We want to see higher highs and higher lows, or lower highs and lower lows, but we get both, which is the worst of all worlds trying to trade, because we think it's going to break out and continue with its movement, and it doesn't. It comes back, makes a lower low, only to turn around and make a higher high, only to turn around and make a lower low. And this is just extremely difficult to trade. And it also takes a long time to unfold. And we have to be very, very patient when that one is going on as well. So those are 4 examples of the ones that we see all the time in our morning method trading. We are learning how to trade them. And in my next video, I'll give you some guidelines as to how we trade them, and maybe it will help you in your trading as well. So stay safe, and I will see you at the open.